guys going? It's a matchup between Good Times and Evan Flow's finest. There was a 20-point spot for Good Times to start with. They've had a couple of racks going so far. The timer is going from their match, so they've only been about 10 minutes into it. But there's been a few racks, so I got to find out what the score is. I will update, and we'll get that to you guys right away. This is what we're looking at for the lineup. On Good Times, I'm missing somebody. No, I got everybody there. On Good Times, we got Marty Bray, Jamie Bartlett, Johnny Cohen, and Alyssa Woodhouse. Missing an E at the end there. Sorry, Alyssa. I'll fix that right now. I don't know how I missed that E. There it is. And then on Evans Flow's finals, we got Darcy Malcolm, Carlos Malcolm, Mitchell Malcolm, and Liz Jorfy. So these are the lineups for this matchup right now. They're in the middle of it. I'm just going to get a confirmation on the score, which will take me a couple of minutes, and then we're going to update it. They got a fresh rack on the right side, so the one on the left, I should be able to keep up with them. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Oh, wait, you know what? I remember they have the CompuSports, so I should be able to find it right here, actually. Shouldn't be a problem to find it. You can find this event on CompuSport. Looks like it's 37-20 for Good Times. That's what I have right now. I'm not sure if that's 100% correct, but that's what I have on the board. I'm going to try to figure that out right away too, so just bear with me. Johnny Cohen from Good Times on table 2, and it's a Woodhouse from Good Times on table 1. Just trying to find something here so I can get going. Plus, I need the score. All right, so now all I gotta do is find out the score because I'm not sure how to track it here, but I know that once it gets going, I'll be able to. Give me a second. So this is the proper score right now. Nice little combination on table 1 there from Liz Jorfy. She's a really nice player too. She's won the Canadian Masters and VNEA. She's competed in a lot of events. Always a great competitor. Just a good way of playing the game. Always expect her to be one of the contenders for a top spot in a women's division singles, but she came up short this year. A little awkward here on this one. She makes the shot though, and that's all that matters. 10-5. $47-25 is the score now. It is by points, this setup. So once a team gets too far ahead and the other team can't catch up anymore with a 16-game format, the match is automatically over. There's a 1 point handicap for every 70-point difference CSR. So in the case of, let's say, like a team is playing against another team and there's only 140 points between them, that other team that has the lower amount, they will get 2 points spotted to them. But you obviously increase that the more you go. So now, like if you have, I don't know, 1,400 points between you, then that would just change completely, right? It's 1 point for every 70 points difference in the teams. Now we're moving on to the next racks here. It's going to be Marty Bray from Good Times on table 1. Another good player. Not sure if he's playing against Darcy or Carlos, but one of the Malcolm people are against him right now. Johnny at the table on table 2, so Good Times on both tables at the moment. I haven't done a team event in a while, man, so I'm going to do my best to keep track of the scores. Like Marty's doing quick work on that table right now. Nice little bump up shot on the 8 ball on table 1 to be able to get him set up for the finish. Huge rack here for his team. That's 10-0. Says he's feeling a little jittery at the table. They didn't look like it, but good outcome for him and his team. Fight back here on table 2 through Mitchell Malcolm and Ebb and Flow's finest. Couple different options to be able to play shape here, but very limited opportunities as far as getting anything opened up. He does have that one little angle, like if he was to hit this 11 ball thin, it would take him to the breakout. I'm not sure if he's even the 11. He might be the solids here. I have no idea. I'm just watching this game right now. If he stripes, he's got options here for safety. If he solids, he's in a tough spot. Not gonna make the shot. Try not to open up too much in this corner, and he won't. Trying to recognize that he's got a situation here on table 2. Not bad. He's taking away the shot on the 6, taking away the shot on the 4. Put his opponent in a tough spot. He just has to hit it here. But if he doesn't, he's not necessarily going to be in any trouble. It just gives his opponent a chance to be able to try to figure something out. But this table is not set up in a way where he can just get out. Still a bit of a challenge in front of him here on table 2. Darcy Malcolm from Evan Flow's Finest on table number 1 right now. Team is trailing by a few points here, but he's got a chance to help him get a little closer in this battle. Johnny is facing here another opportunity, but his table is still tied up on table 2. Not much he could have done on that table. He's just trying to find a way to like not give anything to his opponent, and he's done okay. Forcing Mitchell Malcolm into a big shot here on the 6 ball on table 2. Darcy's going to continue on table 1. He's got a good chance to get out there on that table right now. It's a difference-making rack if he can finish it. Big shot from Mitchell Malcolm, and he does not make the 6 ball in the pocket intended. Johnny's plan is going to pay off here on table 2. He'll have a chance to get going. A nicer spread now than it was earlier. Definitely in a better position. Johnny's figuring it out here. Table 2. Looks like Darcy's trying to figure it out on table 1 right now too. He's almost there. Lost the cue ball a little bit on that one on table 1, so he's out of position. There's a slight chance of a turnover. And speaking of turnovers, there's one here on table 2 now. Got bind on table 1. The shot is makeable, but it's not an easy one. No guarantee to get out either. Easiest way to go about it would be like a reverse cut, but it's just so unpredictable. Nothing there to reward you. So he's got no choice but to go for a big bank shot. And Mitchell's going to win that game for his team over there with a 10-5 score. Score is 35 to 62. Or 62 to 35, whichever way you want to look at it. Vanessa Woodhouse from Good Times on table 1. Trying to work this table out for her team. We're playing this one out today until they get to a certain point in time. So it might go all the way to the A-side finals. It might only go to the A-side semis. We'll figure that out. Tomorrow's championship day, so likely like their goal is to get to that spot where like they're almost there, almost done. We'll see how that works out. Lots of great competition in the building. It's going to be a good time. Oh yeah. These are bridges that I brought for giveaways too. Yeah, you guys can figure it out. Um, if you don't want to give them away. All right, and we continue this battle here, the team event opening round, a crucial match because it's the way you get started, right? You don't want to go on the B side. Both ladies at the table right now, Liz Jorfy on the right, Anissa Woodhouse on the left. The format here is kind of standard. It's a 4-player team, 16-game format. And the way they have it set up is there's a 1 point for every 70-point difference CSR. CSR standing for CompuSport rating. One of the stipulations or the way the format was built, and it's always been the same way, is that you're only allowed to have one master per team. If you're going to bring an extra master, a master can only substitute a master. That's the way it used to be. With this format here, I believe you can't substitute a master no more. The other stipulation that's been put into place to make this a fair competitive event and to also make it interesting is the fact that you have to have a female player per team. Let me see, I gotta take this down. I'm trying to support these guys, but like we need to clear up this table so people can see it. I feel like I should clear up mine too. It's not too much in the way. Darcy gets a chance at redemption on his table on table one. Got a really nice start on that one. Almost figured it out. It's going to cost him a few points, but he's going to be happy to get this finish here. He'll make it as a 10-4 win for Ebb and Flow, and Ebb and Flow's finest. That puts the score at 66-45. It's a little bit closer now. Oops, and this is not the women's. Oh my God, I can't believe I have that on there still. Cut off. Keep it clean because this is a team event now. Everybody knows it. Liz at the table for good times. Or sorry, for Ebb and Flow's finest, my bad. Good chance to be able to make a difference in this match for her team. Marty Bray and Mitchell Malcolm will have a showdown on table number one. Big break from Mitchell Malcolm. It doesn't look like anything went in though. So Marty Bray, who started off the first rack with a bit of a nervous feeling, but still found a way to run out the table. A chance to be able to do something like that here again. Liz will make her shot onto the corner. Still not on the clear, but she's got a good chance to get out. Gonna give a shout out to Active Pool League for hang on, I'm just checking messages here. For setting up these tables for this event. These are their tables that are set up. I would like to give a shout out to the sponsors as well from this event. Swan Lake First Nation sponsored first, second, and third in the team event. The OCFS Prevention Program sponsored the community Monday tournament and the youth tournament, which is going on tomorrow. And of course, myself, it says here, of course, yourself for donating merchandise. I don't really need the recognition, but I did donate some good things for the players here, especially for the youth. I just want to support the growth of the game. So I donated a nice little Dufferin cue for them and a couple of jam up shirts. And I've got a nice little chalk holder for them. And this is just a few things that I wanted to bring out here for them to have a little bit of inspiration to become better players and to maybe get on the table working on it again. The only stipulation that I put on the playing cue was that I wanted it to go to somebody that doesn't already have all the equipment. Because, you know, like the idea is somebody that has the equipment already and is playing good and won the tournament, they don't need it. They're just going to throw it aside and never use it because they already got what works for them. But somebody that doesn't have that equipment, that could be the smallest spark for them to become a great player one day. It could be the inspiration to go out there and try and play pool every week. It could change their lives for the best direction possible. Because I'm telling you, pool has a bad stipulation for what it was, but it's not the same no more. It's an athletic sport. A lot of people train like athletes, and the game itself has helped me in life to become a great person as far as what I try to do in the world. It's going to help somebody else do the same. So that's the inspiration behind donating that cue. I told them, you know, give it to somebody that doesn't have it, that probably can't afford it, but will appreciate the opportunity to be able to start playing with something that's theirs, and it'll inspire them to become a player. So hopefully that's the way it works out. Shot on the corner is good from Jamie. That's a 10-4 win for good times. Score's been updated. 76-49 is the current score. The infamous Carlos Malcolm coming to the table on table 2, playing a match against Nissa Woodhouse. Mitchell Malcolm, not necessarily off to the best start like you would like to play, but he's a very good competitive player. This rack here is going to give him a chance to settle into the game. Bumped that 15 ball perfectly. I like to think of Carlos Malcolm on table 2 as a player that's pretty equal to my skill. I feel like he's a difference maker. I feel like he knows how to play the game the right way. He's got a great chance to make a difference here for his team, but the opening shot is limited to the 15 ball. Not a bad table to go with, though, when if you're thinking stripes. Mitchell's starting to get into a groove here on table 1. Just the 8 ball left. Makes the 8 ball. That's a 10-5 score. $81-59 is what I got right now. It's like Carlos had no choice but to go with a 15 ball. Different options here, but it's just the line that he doesn't like right now. That's what he's looking at. Jamie Bartlett from Good Times on table number 1. Bit of an opportunity on this table. There's still lots of match left into this. 34 minutes into this matchup already. And it started off like it's what seemed like a one-sided sort of battle, but as we settle into this match here, it's getting a little bit closer. Weird, interesting bounce there on table 2. He's gonna get the shot though. He's got perfect on that 13 ball, and this was an important rack. Like I said, I feel like he's that kind of player like me. I played against him a few times. We usually end up going pretty close toe to toe. Doing his part here to try to deliver the finish on table 2. Jamie Bartlett with a big chance here to make a huge difference for his team on table 1. Carlos makes the shot, but he's funny on the 8 ball. And Jamie will make the 8 ball on table 1 for a 10-0 win. They're cruising for this one now. 91 to 59. This table on table 2 is huge. It's either a chance to stay in it or a really tough time for the rest of the team for the rest of this match. No pressure though, right? My system is kind of acting up, so I like to get all the replays all the time, but I'm not going to be able to get them all because it's getting filled up. And I just did a bunch of videos trying to erase space, but it hasn't been enough, obviously. I'm going to try to, like, the special shots for sure I'll get. Anything crazy I'll get. But I'm not going to do the average where, like, I usually pop a replay every time. Just so you guys know. Welcome back, everyone, on YouTube and on Facebook. Robert Griffith on YouTube says, Rod, is this an older stream or are you back at it? I hope you're back. This is live, my friend. 100% live. Lisa Moran says, is there a team listing and standings? You can go to CompuSport. It's an app that you can download for free on your phone. It's called CompuSport. When you go into there and you search, just type in SLFN and it'll show you right away 10th annual. Just go on there, you'll see all the stuff. All that's left now is just a team event. Yeah, ref, I gotta go watch a shot. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. It was I thought it was a TV table call up, but it was a different call up. So not doing that. The problem, like, if this was singles, then I can like jump over different tables and check everything out. But because it's a team event and the point system is such a big part of this, losing track of the scores is the biggest problem that most of us have when we're doing this kind of stuff. So like when I came in here today, I let them know, like, first of all, I'm not supposed to be doing anything crazy or anything overexertive, all that kind of stuff. So I said, like, I'm gonna have no problem with being the referee on the TV tables because that's where I'm at. That's my responsibility. But other than that, like, I'm trying not to get away from the tables because of the fact that, like, I can't lose track of the scores. It just makes it more stressful, more efforts, and that's the stuff that I'm gonna try to stay away from. Unfortunately, made that ball there. She was gonna use that for a breakout option on table 1. Just got robbed. But yeah, let's see if I can find this here on my screen. I'm gonna look up CompuSport. I'm gonna try to get this for you guys, okay? Business is a business. They're not letting me. They're not letting me search without signing in. I'm gonna have to do it a different way. But if you don't have the app, you're not gonna be able to see it. So just like know that you're gonna have to probably download the app to see it. Give me a second. Oh, and it's not guaranteed that I'm gonna have to punch this in manually. I forgot because I don't have the setup here. So I'm just gonna put you guys on it. Give me a second here. I'm gonna try to type it in for you. I'm just trying not to lose track of the scores, and these two racks are almost there. So I'm gonna try to focus on that. Bear with me. All right, so Mr. Carlos Malcolm will find a way through that one, wins that one with a score of 10-5. Score is now 96-69. They're in some trouble on that table. Good times in a good position here. All right, so that's the CompuSport bracket here on YouTube. And now it's set up on Facebook as well. If you try to go on with a computer, it's not going to let you see it, just so you know. You're going to have to download the app. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry. It's out of my control. That information has been pinned on Facebook for you guys. $96.69. This match is looking like it's almost over, but there's still lots of life left, all depending on what happens on these two tables. Guy's going to make the able and secure that win for his team with a 10-5 win. Puts him at 106. and 5. That will put them at 74. Hey, Tom, you do a score check? Ask him for the score. Yeah. So it's 101.79. I got the wrong score. Thank you. That's why I don't like to walk away from the table, because it's so tough to keep up with point system, team format, and splitting on 2 tables, paying attention to both. You lose one, you lose the score immediately. Trying to do my best to keep up though. 101 to 79 is the actual score. 43 minutes into this match. Oh, and we stopped the clock. Why did we stop the clock? There, it's going. Yeah, these 2 tables here are super important now. Game is going to lose the cue ball on the break here. A ball in hand. And Carlos is going to come to the table. He had a really good chance around the last table to make a huge difference in his match. Came up short. This time around, he's got another golden chance here with a pretty nice table. He needs to capitalize. They're not in a spot where like they're out at all, but he's in a spot where he needs to capitalize here. Smoothing that one out. That's a nice win there from Mitchell Malcolm and Evan Flow's finest. It is a 10-0 win for them. That puts them at 89. They're now down just a few points. This rack here is the one that matters. Almost got it figured out. Opening up the 8-ball here. Watch out for that 8-ball going to the side, though. Oh, man, that was so close. Super close. Crazy close. I'm going to try to, I guess I'm going to have no choice but to erase some videos from my highlights. I have some 2022 up till now. So, unfortunately, the 2022s, I might have to erase them. A good pile of them anyway. I wanted to do something special for everybody around me when when they come out to play, but it's such a big project, and I'm just trying to get into this kind of stuff, so it's a lot. I'm just gonna have to erase it. 2022 will be just a memory. Once this match is done, I'm gonna have to set up the next one. It'll probably be called up right away, but I'm in crunch time for my supper. I'm supposed to be eating already, and I haven't yet. So I'm gonna, as soon as the match is done, I'm gonna focus on that, listen to the doctors, do my part. But I'm not gonna miss much at all. I should be able to get set up by the time these guys get started. 8-ball to the side is good, and that was a fortunate thing that 8-ball didn't drop, man. 10-1. Really tight match now. A 3-point difference, and we're going into the last couple of racks here now. Evan Flow's finest stepping up at the right time, it looks like. They still need to make a difference on table 2, and Marty Bray from Good Times on table 1 is a dangerous player. So he'll do his part to help his team get over the line. Both racks here, very important. Trying to work this out as best as he can on table 2. Marty Bray's going to get in trouble on table number 1. Not what he was trying to do, but it's unfortunately the situation he's going to deal with. Calling just a shot. Table's turned over. Gets a good contact on the 13. Doesn't do much for his opponent as far as like creating troubles, but he does create a little bit of trouble for himself with that 13 and 9. Talking about table 1. At table 2 right now, we still got Mr. Darcy, Malcolm trying to work this out. He's figured out half the puzzle now. He's almost there. Very good competitor as well, man. High level player. Just doesn't get enough credit for how good of a player he is sometimes because like, he's an ebb and flow guy, so they're not always in the main scene. But he's a really good player. He's a difference maker. Knows how to win. Trying to do that right now on this table, on table 2. 2 shots away from getting there. A stun draw angle that gets it up from the 4 to the 1 will get him there. It's just a matter of making the shot. And you don't want to hit this 11 below or the 12 below. You want to hit the 12 above. There's Jorfi making her shot on table number 1. Big shot on table 2 here. He's going to make a good shot. And he gets below that 12, which was a no-no, but he got perfect on it. Got the crutch here on the 13 ball to set him up for the 8 ball. So he's in a comfortable spot right now to get finished. And at a crucial time, too, because this would be a 10-0 win. Right at the most important part of this match, it seems. Just got to stay composed here and trust the cue ball. Good shot. Good pace. Move that 13 ball out of the way perfectly. He's good to go. That's a 10-0 win at the right time. It's 109 to 102. Ebb and Flow's finest in the lead. They fought the 20-point handicap. They're in the lead right now. A good chance to be able to win the match. Table number 1 becomes more crucial now. Liz is going to make the shot. She's such a good player, trying to deliver a very important win on this table right now. She's got a chance to make this a 10-1 win. She's going to move things around. She gets the opening on the 7 ball, but she's off angle to get set up for the 8 ball. She has to settle for something different here. She missed the shot. She didn't have much. That was the match. All right, so they needed the 4 balls to win, and they did get those 4 balls. It's over. So congratulations to Ebb and Flow's finest surviving that first battle. A big battle for sure. The next match is going to be coming up right away. We'll stop the time just under an hour for that one. I got to find out who's coming up, and I'm going to get things set up. I'm also going to try to get some food. In the meantime, though, I'm not going to leave you guys abandoned because I'm just not that kind of guy, man. I've never been. Here's the highlights from last year's event. I'll be right back. Oh, he's gonna make the shot. He's gonna push the 6 ball over to the right, which might give him a follow-up with the 6 ball. That was a good shot. Oh, he's gonna make another nice shot. Goes for the bank. She's gonna make it. What a shot. Nice shot. Oh, what a shot. Boom. Especially with the race getting a little closer. Is she gonna make it to the pocket? Oh, just made it. He's gonna make a beautiful shot. Good job, buddy. Oh, and he's gonna make the shot. Oh, what a shot. Slinger's 46. First to go 73. Start of the third. Thank you, Angie. Good shot, kid. Made a nice shot there. Oh, and a big shot. All right, so that was that highlight. We do have things going here right now to get set up for this next one. It's a showdown between not ebb and flow's fight. Oh, what is it? Oh, perfect, man. Thank you. I was just thinking about food. Perfect timing. It's ebb and flow, not ebb and flow's finest. It's a different team now, playing against Jimmy Snooker. We're getting things set up for you guys here right now. Just setting up the lineups here. They're going to want to get warmed up and stuff too, so they're not going to start right away. 50/50 is available here if anybody wants to get involved. It's $10 for an arm's length, and it's going to a good cause. So just come see them at the table. Pardon me? I have nothing right now. Just got to give me a little bit of time. I will buy some though. Ronder, the lag. Trying to get this work done. I'm definitely going to support the 50/50. I always try to support. And it's never really about me winning. It's just about supporting. So I don't really care if I win or not. Beyond Walls. All right, so we're just waiting for this to get going. I'm gonna go get some food because I'm starving, man, and it's gonna start right away, so it won't be very long. Um, let's go through this here real quick before I do that. Here are the teams that participated in the event this year. We have Team Daryl, Kevin Cardinal, Jimmy Snooker, and the Superflies. That's what's we're playing right now, but their names is too long, so I just shortened it to Jimmy Snooker. I always say, like, don't come up with these crazy names. I know everybody wants to. I'm never going to be able to get it on the stream. Chocoholics Anonymous, Dryden's team, Darcy Malcolm, that's a team that just played, which was also known as Ebb and Flow's Finest. 8-Ball Crew, and then Ebb and Flow, which is the next team that's playing right now from Ebb and Flow. Sharice McKay's team, Ball Bangers, Brian Walker's team, All Nations, Elise Cameron's team, Scraps, Crazy Eights, and Good Times. Thank you for supporting the event and being a part of it. Without your support, the success just doesn't happen. So I know that the organizers appreciate it. Me as a guy coming out here to do the event, I appreciate it too. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Bad man. Surviving, man. Yeah. Um, Austin, not good for anybody. I fought to be here for a while. I'm happy now. After this, I can focus on my health. All right, so this match officially started here, and we're gonna get the clock going. Evan Flo gets a 4-point spot. That means that there's only 280 points difference between them right now. Is that right? 70? Wait, I'm wrong. So it's every 70 points. So that's 140. Yeah, it's 280. So 280 points between them here on this one. Here's the lineup. On Team Evan Flo, we have John Fleury, Corey Blackbird, Farrell Cameron, and Val Corcel. On Jimmy Snooker, we have Jim McKenzie, Tim Bone, Rolando DeLager, and Dion Walls. I'm having a hard time seeing right now. What am I looking at? What team is it? So this is what they gave me. Oh yeah, so this is what they gave me. It's totally wrong. Oh, because I put up these guys. That's right. Okay, so I'm over here. I got you. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I just realized there's other teams here. Okay, I'll make that correction right now. Yeah, I got it. I got it right. Thank you. Made a mistake there. I gotta fix it. It was the wrong team introduction. I've been so good at being good at what I've been doing today, but I dropped the ball, man. All right, so let's see. That's Jimmy Snooker. That's correct. This is the one that I gotta change. I was wondering why I didn't see Terry Bolio's name in there because usually he's the player that's in that team, right? So. Gotta pay attention to that. That was an important detail to pay attention to. John North. Erica Flett. All right, so let's do the proper introduction now. These are the teams that are playing in front of you guys right now. Evan Flo, which is Terry Bolio, Leon Houle Sr., John North, and Erica Flett. Playing against Jimmy Snooker, Jim McKenzie, Tim Bone, Rolando DeLager, and Dion Walls. So now we're good. And I got to support that 50-50. I'm going to do that right now. Serena, there's the sheets for that. And here's $10 for the 50-50. I got to hold it. Yeah, that's the lineup that you gave me. All right, now I got to do the stuff that I didn't really like to do, but I got to take my meds. So give me another minute to break free from here. The match on that table was a 10-3 win. Thank you. 10-3. Seven to 10 should be the score. All right, I'm back in action. I had a little bit of a panic there because I couldn't find my pills, and they were the most important pills, so I had to look for it. Looks to me like there's still the same racks. Terry Bully with a chance to get out here on table 2 for ebb and flow. I know it says ebb and flow, it should say ebb and flow. Makes that 8 into the side. That's a 10-0 win. Missed shot on table 1 from Leon. I'll have to confirm the scores as soon as I get a chance here, but we're just going to keep going on this one. Huge shot. Oh, man, it just came off the cushion. It was almost perfect. This leave was actually perfect, though. It takes away the shot in the 8 ball, I believe. He might have just enough of the pocket, but it looks to me like he doesn't have it. He's aiming like he's got something here. Maybe he's going to the corner. That's what it looks like right now. And that's a good finish. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Just survived that moment there, man. 10-6. So I have a score of 27-16. I'll confirm that right away. So they got 27-16 score, just like I do. We're on point. Apologize for a little bit of pocket of time where I wasn't on the stream. I was trying to get my food, then trying to deal with my meds. And I thought there was going to be enough time, but these guys kind of started. I missed the beginning of the first 2 racks, and I didn't get a chance to start off the intro for them. But other than that, we're on point. We're on par with the score. And by we, I mean myself and my mental. I'm talking to myself. I'm the only guy on the stream right now. But I say we, I don't know. It's just the way people are, I guess, right? I always see those posts like, we're what do they say? Like, we appreciate this, or we'll be going live, and it's always just like one person, or whatever. It's not anybody else, but they always say we, because it's not right to say me, right? They always raise you like that. If you were raised good, you're not supposed to say me. Jim McKenzie on table 2 from Jimmy Snooker. I wonder if I can fit the full name on here. I'll try. And the super flats. I don't think I'll be able to get it in there, but I'll try. It's probably not gonna fit. Oh, I barely made it in there. I didn't think I was gonna squeeze in there, man, because I usually don't do big names, big long names like this. We have a discussion going on here on table one. I think it's the lineup they're trying to figure out. They don't want to cross over, obviously. All right. What's up, man? There was a crossover in a match. When when did they play next? When were they supposed to play?
We're playing now, but we already played our first game.
So the person you played was the wrong person, or was it the right person but just at the wrong round? Wrong person altogether. Did you, so then, that match that you against that person, do you have a match against that person in this lineup?
No.
It says later. So what's later? Like at the end? They're gonna have to. But I just want to understand the situation so I can explain it. They don't play. They don't, okay. Because everybody plays everybody technically. Well, the problem is like because it's point system based, there's a small chance that that match never even happens if it's at the end, right? So that would influence the score. So that changes how you approach it. So that's what I'm trying to find out the information, right? So that match you guys played was at the opening round, but it was the wrong match. The next time you guys play is what round? That match that you played wrong. When do you play that match? Second, third, or fourth?
Like
That wouldn't really interfere. I'm gonna run this by them so they understand. All right, so a little bit of a discrepancy. I didn't start the clock right on time anyway. A bit of a discrepancy. So what happened here on this one, the score's still going to stay the same. What happened here on this one was that two players played out of position. And the player on the left side table, on table number one, played against a player he wasn't supposed to play against, until the second round. Now, this is a point-based system, so like usually like these kind of calls are kind of crucial to how the event runs and how people see everything go. So because it's a point system, and actually it's all by point difference, right? You have to be careful on how you make these calls. Now, the contingency or the contingencies of this whole idea, what happened here, was that the first round match was the wrong match played. What saved the whole ordeal here was the fact that that match was supposed to be played in the second round. Now, if that match was supposed to be played in the third or in the fourth round, that is an opportunity for the other team to have guaranteed secure points at a most crucial part of the game where normally the teams are fighting to see who's going to win the match. So having that game saved as the fourth round, you could not use that game. They would have to just erase it and just reset it all and just keep it at 0-0 for that matchup. But because it was a second round matchup, it's early into the match, it's not going to affect anything. So standard rules are that if you play a match out of turn, but that match is coming up, you can honor that score and just keep going. So that's what they're doing. There was a 10-3 score. That's what set up the score here on the scoreboard. This match that's playing on table number one is the official first round matchup that this gentleman was supposed to play. But because he played out of position, they had to figure this out. And my job is to try to figure out how to make this call properly, fairly, where it doesn't interfere with an outcome on the match and it doesn't interfere with the way the players are feeling at the table with the call. So that's always a hard job. But I understood it for what it was because I know like when we play league, they kind of just say, well, you played that match, it's okay, it just counts. But when you're playing in a team event, when it comes to point systems, those things are important because it can change things, right? So if this was like a third round matchup, that would have been a problem. I think Terry just won with a score of 10-4. I have to confirm here. So the call was made, and I believe the call was correct. Take a look at their score to see what they have. I'm going to go with the CompuSport score. I got a score of 28-16. Doesn't make sense. They haven't updated that yet. But that's the score they have, so I'll just make it 28-16. Yes, sir. They both mixed up. Okay, so and the last one is the fourth game. So that one gets nullified. That one goes right back to 0-0. That one will only play if it has to play. It can't influence the match at the end. Yeah, so there was two matches that played out of position here because of the mix-up. One of them was a second round match, so that was no problem. We can adjust that. And this was the situation that I was talking about. The second match was a fourth round match, so that one can be acknowledged. That one has to be nullified. It has to go back to 0-0 because we don't know where they're going to be at in that fourth round, whether that's an important match or not. And it shouldn't, because it's out of position, it can change the game, and that creates problems and animosity. We don't want that. We're trying to run a fair event here where everybody has an equal chance to be able to win. So we're making the adjustments here, and the players are understanding the situation for what it is. Can you give me an update on the score? My new friend, and I hate it. At 2016, that's what mine shows here. Okay, oh yeah, because they changed it. So yeah, that's right. Okay. So what do you have then? That stays 0, yeah, because that's an influencing game. It's a bit unfair. It's a bit unfair, but like the whole idea behind is to make sure that the match is fair, that it doesn't deviate from where it was trying to be. And that fourth round, you just can't count it because you don't know where you guys are going to be at the beginning of the fourth round. One team can be in a position where they only need 10 points. That win, that's the win, right? So you can't have that. But in the second round, there's no way that anybody can win in the second round. So that's okay, right? Third round, very sketchy too. I never would have accepted a third round mistake. I would have left that not be accounted either. Only the first 2 rounds. But that's on to the captains to pay attention to who's playing against who, right? Yeah. It happens. As long as it was resolved without fist fight, we're good. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. All right, so this is the official score now. It's 18-10. After all of that, I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone, man. And that's not the right match. They can't be doing that. So why are they playing? I thought that was the first round matchup that they were talking about. Okay, hang on. And I gotta look at this again. So Orlando was supposed to play Leon in the first round. Yeah, so that match shouldn't count. But that match was already put in because they already played. So that's already 10-3. Whatever happened there, that one can't change. Okay, so I gotta explain this. I'll be right back, guys. Because I am the ref, the official ref for the TV table, these things are important. 10-6 for Terry on that one. (2016) is the score. So there was a bit of a confusion because like there was two matches that were played out of position. One of them cannot be acknowledged because it's a fourth round match. One of them could because it's a second round match. Not only was it a second round match, but it was also the very first rack of the second round match. So absolutely no influence whatsoever on what happens with the score. Too early. But the confusion was that the players that played that match out of place for the first, or sorry, for the second round, they weren't aware exactly what was going on. So they went and played that match again, thinking it was going to change the outcome. But like I already told them that whatever happened in that first mishap, that score sticks because it doesn't influence the match at all. It's just a game that got played at position, and it was only at position, but at 2 games, so it's really not a big deal. The other one was a match that comes into the middle of the fourth round. Now, if the other team needs only a few points and they got that guaranteed 10 points, that changes the game completely. These players are now playing behind, and they're playing behind at the end, not at the beginning. So that doesn't make it a fair match for anybody. It's just not good. So what I had to do was try to explain this to these guys in a way where it made sense and they understood. What's happening now is that we have these 2 matches that are missing from the first round being played. Right now, the matches that should be playing are Rolando against Leon and Leon against John. Those are the only matches that should be playing right now. Probably smoking, right? Yeah. And they're breaking rounds, so that means that John will be breaking, I believe, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. So it's Leon's round. So Leon's breaking, John, you're. All right, so we figured that out too. The important thing about like being in this position is to try to make the best call possible without influencing the game in any way and without like having the players be upset or worked up about the call. So that's my job. It's technically the organizer's job, but my responsibility is to be the ref at the table here. So technically it is my job to make sure that this is done right. And I have a lot of experience competing in different organizations, different rules, and so I understand a really good concept of how the rules should be called if a ref was to be called in that situation, or if an organizer was put on the spot to answer how this is played. I went through the process like we're supposed to. It took a little bit of understanding because it's a confusing moment for everyone. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going on with this match. So there's a lot of disoriented players just trying to figure out what's going on next, just trying to figure out how to get this battle going. And because of the mishap, it just has them all kind of in a standstill trying to figure it out. Now we figured it out. So the table on the left is a matchup that was missing from the first round, and it was supposed to be the very first match. So this is an important one because this was supposed to be the start. They're in the middle of that. The match is going on table 2 between Dion and John North. That one is the second game of the first round as well. The third and fourth game are already inputted, which is what the score is that we have here. Terry played a match ahead, so that started off the second round, and they also had the match from the first match that was a confusion. So these points are going to change right away, and they're going to change drastically depending on what happened on those games. But we are back on track. Everything's back in order. We are into the ASAC quarterfinals right now because it's only a round of 16, so we're into the second round of 8, and everything's been figured out. Everybody understands everything. There's no arguments. Nobody's upset. We're good to go. I saved the world at the pool table today. I don't know how I did it, but I need a cape because, man, I feel like a superhero. All right, and the clock was going. We're going to stop the clock for a little bit because that was a good 10 minutes of, like, shuffle, man. So we'll hold off for a few minutes. I'll start the clock again in a little bit. 39 minutes is the stop. It happens, right? So, like, the jobs of the captains of the team is to make sure that these kind of things don't happen, that they're paying attention to it. When they miss it, it's the first thing you're supposed to do is go to the organizer or the people that are in charge of making those calls, bring up the situation, explain to them what happened, and then try to solve it. They did that. The only thing that they went wrong about is that the players misunderstood what was being communicated to them, so the confusion just kept going. And I realized that the confusion was going because one of the players was aware of it. He's like, wait a minute, this isn't right. They're not supposed to be doing this. So then I looked at what he was looking at. I looked at the lineup and I was like, yeah, you're right. This is not supposed to be happening. So we corrected that issue. Everything's been addressed. The match is back to being square one and fair. The score is legitimate. We're back in action, baby. And I'm running out of breath. Woo. Yeah. The challenges of life, I tell ya. And this is like, I don't know if you're a tournament organizer or just somebody that plays pool, but you're going to see these kind of situations come up. And if anything, like I've been trying to teach everybody about mentality, position, pattern play, approach, all that kind of stuff. You get an extra little bit of a bonus here because now you get to learn about what happens in a situation when something like this happens in a team event. When it's a point system based situation, you have to be careful with the call because the points matter completely. When it becomes a situation like a BCA rule where they're playing by wins and not by points, that changes things completely because now you don't really know who's going to win. It's not a point-based system. So there you would have to just play the match over. Everything gets reset. With a point-based system, early on in the match, you can acknowledge the game. It doesn't interfere with anything. That alone deserves for me to get a like or a share or something, man. Support a brother, man. I need some help. All right, so I got comments. Of course, I'm gonna have comments because everybody's trying to figure out what's going on here, right? All right, so Shadow Edwards says which round? What LWH? That's Fern. Kevin the best. That's Kesey. He says it's John North. Says Shadow Edwards, laughing my ass off. And then John Flurry and Corey play out of Kesey. I know. I figured that out after, man. I had the wrong lineup. I know. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be though. All right, so now let's go to YouTube. Check out some of these comments. Lisa Moran says, "Thank you, Rod. You're very welcome." She also says, "Is it not backed up on external hard drive?" It's CompuSport, so like the things can be adjusted. The people that run the event that pay for the service, they have a manager application. And they can adjust things there. So like whatever happens, you could always find a way to get back onto it and correct it. It was never going to be a big problem. But the biggest problem was trying to figure out exactly how everything happened, how everything continued to happen, and how to stop it from continuing to happen so we can get this match settled into what it's supposed to become. So, and we've done that. We corrected it. It's a lot of effort, man, but it worked good. Robert Griffith says, oh, give me a second. All right, so there was another situation on another table here, and these are the things that are tricky. So this is a point-based system, and so what happened on the other table, and I resolved this one a little bit quicker because I know from experience already. But what happened on that table was it was a dry break. The player makes the first shot, calls it, makes the shot into the pocket, knocks the eagle in, and loses. The score was what they needed to figure out. So that was a 10-6 on that one. For ebb and flow. That puts it at 38-22 without counting all the other games. We're going to look into that right away. I'm just waiting for these scores to get inputted so I can see on the app what they have. And that's what I got to honor. So the question was, like, what happens? Is it a 10-0 or a 10-1 loss? The call there is the player made the ball that they officially called into the pocket. It is not you don't lose that point because you did make the ball into the pocket that you were calling. Technically, you did claim the stripes or the solids, so that is your ball. But you did make the 8-ball on it. So even though you do get that point, the opponent still wins. They just don't get a 10-0. You get that extra point. So, and that's the clarification of it all. They're all gonna on the same page. It's all good. Robert Griffiths is sounding good and strong. Rod makes me happy for you. Thanks, man. Honestly, you've been one of my biggest supporters right from the very beginning. Without you guys, honestly, I'm nobody. I always say that I'm nobody. The work at hand is nothing without the support of the people that support it. So thank you, I appreciate it. And you, my friend, have gone above and beyond. You made donations towards my cause. You contributed money towards me, while a lot of people haven't. You've been there for me on times when you didn't have to personally as a friend, and you supported me every single chance that I got on live. You've always been there. You have a crown with a number 1 on you because you are one of my biggest supporters, and you deserve that. If there's anything I ever can do for you, my friend, let me know. You got it, man. Whatever it is, I'm here for you. Sound good now, says Robert Griffith. Lisa Moran says no backup in regards to the 2022 video. Oh, I see what you mean. I think I might have a stick on me. I need to get a stick. If I do have a stick, that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan. I usually carry one because just in case of emergency so I can transfer information. I'm going to have to do that tonight. I did transfer a bunch of videos onto a stick on a different stick that from 2023, and I lost all of them because the stick didn't work properly. So I still run that risk that might happen, but that's a great idea. Thank you for bringing that up. Definitely going to get me focused on doing that when I get back to the room. And yeah, because I want to get these highlights, man. There's a lot of good, interesting things that are going to be happening on the table, and I'm going to push it. Like whenever there's a good shot, I'm going to push it. It might crash my system, but I'm going to push it because, you know, I love pool and I want to make sure that people get the spotlight that they deserve when they're making beautiful shots at the table, right? That's the whole point of being here, to support them and their play. I'm glad everything's been resolved, though. I was feeling a little bit of stress and a little bit of tension. Doctor said that stress is a huge trigger to my blood disorder. It creates my body to react the way it reacts, and it starts the whole process. So I'm supposed to be stress-free, strenuous-free, so nothing heavy lifting or anything like that. Away from injuries, which I'm doing all that. Taking care of my pills, which I'm doing all that. And eating properly, which I'm doing all that too. So the stress part was the thing that was kind of building me up. I was feeling a lot of pressure in my head from it, but we resolved it. I was trying to be patient. They were being patient with me. I appreciate it. Like I told the doctors when they were trying not to let me out, I said to them, when I get to Swan Lake, I'm going to be surrounded by people that are going to be like nurses to me. They all care about me and my well-being. They're all happy for me to be out here. They're all going to be patient and understanding in the situations. And this was the first time that I had to see what happens. They did. They did exactly what I knew they were going to do. They handled things exactly like I thought they were going to handle it. I truly appreciate it. Much love to these guys for being the good sportsmen they are and understanding that the rules are the way they are, and they just accepted it for what it was without argument. It makes my day easier. It helps me to be able to continue to do this without that extra stress, and it just makes the day much better for everybody around, including myself. And to save the organizers from getting bitched at or argued with, I was the one that took the heat, and I handled it the right way, so that worked out good. All right, so it looks like John's going to win that one with a 10-7 score. So the score right now for me is 48-29, but it's wrong because I had to update it. So I know that it's not correct. We're going to get into that right now. Give me a second. I just got to reboot this thing so I can see it. I love that they're using the CompuSport because it's a lot more direct. So they got 51-39 for ebb and flow. That's that score that was missing. And we'll start that clock now. So 51-39, that's what I got. And we're on par now. Everything is good, right? Right on, man. Awesome. Good news. A round of applause to the players for their patience. A round of applause for the guy that's trying his best to do a good job here today. And the battle continues. Watch out for your cat, bro. Gotta love animals too, man. I've always thought, like, I don't know how everybody thinks about life, but I always say, like, if you die, you're gonna reincarnate into something. And so, like, when I look at animals, nature, all that stuff, all I see is, like, souls that have passed on that are in a different life form. And that might be a weird way of looking at things, maybe especially if you're, like, a different type of religious person or you have different beliefs. But that's just the way I see the world, and it's not necessarily true or real. I won't even know until the day I die. But that's just the way I look at it, and it helps me to be able to appreciate the world better because I see it as in, like, it's It's an energy. It's everybody that's been ever existed in this world, just finding another way to exist. To me, that gives me hope to know that there's a possibility of something after. And if not, at least you got a good conscience in your mind that there's a possibility of something after. And it just makes it a little bit easier for people because honestly, nobody likes talking about dying. Nobody knows what's going to happen. And the ones that do know, you never find out. Not till you die anyway, right? So I don't know. It's just perspective and the way I look at things. I'm probably wrong, and I'm okay with that. All I know is that it helps me to see the world in a better view, and it helps me to appreciate the world much more because I see it that way. All right, so I believe. Let's see where we are in this match. We should be in the second round now, almost at the end of it, I believe. We got Erica Flett on the table right now on table 1 against Tim Bone, and we have Mr. Leon Poole Sr. playing against Jim McKenzie to close off the second round. They're on table 2. Normally, when I run tournaments, man, I get chopped all the time, man. Like people just bitch at me. Usually the higher level players too, because they just like there's things that they don't see or they don't agree with. But I usually get chopped up a lot, and it's a big reason why like I'm probably not gonna be doing a lot of tournaments over the next little while as I'm trying to recover here. But I'm trying to plan at least one good event for December. We'll see. I gotta come up with a format because I usually try to do something for every player and at the end of the year, every category, every level, I should say. So normally I have my at the end of the year every year I got my King of the Hill events, and the King of the Hill events are always a winner take all. And the reason why I've always done it like that is because it's the absolute hardest format to win. You have to play a long race format. It's single elimination and it's winner take all. And it's a grueling format. And I feel like if you don't win all the money, it's just not worth all the efforts that you're going through. So I always make it a winner take all. And the reason why I always do that at Christmas time is because I understand like not all pool players are well off. A lot of pool players depend on how they perform at the table to be able to make ends meet sometime. Sometimes at Christmas, they try their hardest to play pool because they're just trying to find a way to make money so they can get something for their loved ones. And sometimes it doesn't go that way, right? So when I do these events, I do them because I want them to have a chance to be able to get ahead for the one time a year that matters the most to most families. It's Christmas. A lot of people don't have full families and lost a lot of the loved ones. So there's a lot of people that don't celebrate. But generally speaking, in my community and in Manitoba, everybody here, like, they love their family, they support the family, it's important to them. And so I try to give them these opportunities to be able to make money. Because I have to watch over my health and try to recover as best as I can over the next couple of weeks, I'm limited on what I can do. So I'm going to try to find a way to be able to make this happen somehow still, to be able to give every division player a chance to be able to make something good for Christmas. I just got to figure out how I'm going to make it all happen. And I got to figure out the location that wants to support the difference making that I'm trying to do with that. Honestly, I never want to see a family suffer. I never want to see a family go without. It's an unfortunate reality that we have to deal with in the world because unfortunately money controls everything and everybody knows that. So even the people that have extra usually don't take care of those that don't. It's a really tough world to live in. And I know that. So however I can make the difference, I try, whether it's through pool or anything else I do. That was a 10-6. That makes it 49, 57. Score's been updated. So I'll figure it out, guys. I try not to let the pool community down with these special things that I do. It happens, right? Sometimes life just takes turns that you don't expect. that's where I'm at right now. But I'm doing everything to get back. So like I'm positive, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to be positive. But I just have to be smart about how I do it. So doing like 2 tournaments this next month, gonna be really hard for me to accomplish. 1 I can do. 2, all depends on what happens over this week coming up. My numbers going the way they go. If they go good, that tells me that I can definitely look at a possibility of doing 2 events for December. If it stays bad, there's a good chance I'm not going to do any events in December. If it gets any kind of hope where I can still keep fighting back and everything has a good option for me to be able to survive and overcome this, then I'm going to do what I got to do. But just know that I got you guys in my heart and in my mind. I understand how important Christmas is for you and your family. And I'm not giving away money. You have to earn it through your skill and through your play. But I'm trying to build formats that give you a chance to make some good money so you can go out there, train, practice, get ready, and now you're going to have that extra income through your efforts at the table. A good chance for you to be able to get inspired to become the champion within. If you're not driven by your family, there's not much else you can do. This is the biggest driver you got. I'm going to try to give you at least 1 event. It's probably going to be a higher entry tournament if I can only do 1 event. If I can do 2, I will do 2 King of the Hills. I'll do 1 that's open for everybody, whoever wants to play, including the pros. And I'll do 1 for a Vegas and under, which is basically a 550 Fargo and under for those players to have a chance to win too. I can't play in either one of them, even though I could play in one of them. I won't play in either one of them because I don't want to make money for my family. I don't want to take away from you guys. I want to make sure that you guys have a chance to be able to make that money and to be able to support your family at a time when you should be happy and trying to enjoy the holidays, right? It's always a difficult time for a lot of people. And trust me, no matter what I do, no matter what I say, and no matter what everybody else does, there's always going to be people that are going to go through hard times in this time of year. I wish I can fix the world for you, but the world is not that kind of place. But I do have every intention to be able to support you however I can. So just know that I got you in mind. It's always been an important staple into my year to have these big events at Christmas time. A lot of players get a really good chance to be able to compete for good money. Usually a 16 player, $100 each from the tournament goes into the payout. So it's always $1,600 for first. And now when you have Christmas coming up and you just want $1,600 from playing so good, your Christmas is perfect, man. You can afford to buy things. You can afford to get the food that you want for your supper, for your Christmas holiday if you celebrate it. You have a chance to be able to keep up with your bills. There's so many good things that happen. And honestly, like if you're not making a difference like this, you're definitely doing things for the wrong reason. One more time. Got some crazy music going on. I'm about to start jamming out. Might even have a little wardrobe malfunction. I don't know. Show a little nipple. Wait, can I say that on YouTube? I don't really care about Facebook because they don't really do anything for me. And they're going to erase my stream in 30 days anyway. But can I have a wardrobe malfunction? Don't worry. I'm not that kind of guy. Me and Jordan watching. Wish we could have played. Been a while, says Shadow. Yeah, man. I miss seeing you. You're always a good competitor, man. You got to keep going, brother. Robert Griffin on YouTube says, very kind remarks, Rod. Thank you. I'll be sending you a little gift, buddy. I appreciate it. You really don't have to, man. The gift of your friendship and the support over the years is so much, honestly. There's so many people out there that could have done things to help out. They didn't choose to do so because of whatever reasons they did. You always chose to do so. You've done more than enough, my friend. Your friendship is everything that I needed. Your support is everything that's gotten me to where I am today. So trust me, you've done plenty, man. That compliment is not anything other than the fact that I just appreciate you for who you are in my life, as not just somebody that watches the work that I do, but as somebody that sits in my corner, backing me up in my every move. I appreciate it, man. All right, so let's get. I missed a match here, so I got to go back. They probably put this in there. I'm assuming they did. 67-55. Dion is playing against Erica. It's an all women's battle now on table number 2. This is the difference making rack right here because it's the women that give the power into this format. If they win, that's a huge one for the team. If they lose, they got to come back through their Masters. If the Masters already lost one or two out of the 4 games, the Masters no longer can help this become the good battle that they were supposed to. So a lot of this on these matches, when it's the female against the female player, is the difference maker. And they're usually close matches, never one-sided. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens here on table 2. I think it's going to make a difference. Safi says, I get any moolah back and I'm very happy camper. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, Christmas is tough, man. I'm a person that's dealt with Christmas at tough times in my life. Like I said, I'm not a wealthy, my family is wealthy in South America. They're extremely wealthy. That's from my dad's side of the family. And I don't lean on my dad's side at all for anything because, like, just my life was rough and he was a bit rough, a rough part of it. I love my dad now after the years. You know, I'm much older now. I understand life a bit better. But growing up, it was just hard to understand his way of life and how I felt about how he treated me in his life. We've overcome that. I love him. You know, he's my dad. He's the reason why I was born in the first place. I mean, my mom too, right? But it's always it's something, right? Like family is important. Difficult times. Christmas, I've seen it. I've gone through the rough times. There's been times where I didn't have a present for my kids, and everybody around me is trying to buy something for my kids. And I just feel guilty because you feel like you're a hopeless cause. You feel like you just can't take care of your kids. And honestly, it's just Christmas, man. Most of the times they're going to open up that present and they're going to throw it to the side unless they get exactly what they wanted. And usually it's just like every effort, all that stress, it never really mattered. But for a parent, not being able to supply something for your kid at a special time like that in the year, it's a heartbreaker, man. And when you're not doing well and you're not succeeding, it's a constant reminder of your shortcomings, which ends up building into mental health, depression. It takes away from your life. It removes positive energy, fills it up with negativity. There's just nothing good about it. So anybody being in that position, I understand. I've been there, man. That's why I try to make a difference. And I'm, like I said, I'm still not rich. I'm not wealthy by any means. I can definitely call my dad and say, yo, daddy, you know, you owe me for all this, man. But that doesn't make me a better person. It doesn't make me the man that I'm trying to become. It just makes me somebody that's leaning on a crutch. And I've never been that kind of guy. I just want to make it through my efforts in life. And all I ever hope is that people see those efforts, and recognize it, and understand who I am as a person, and just support my growth. Because that's all you could ever ask for, man. I mean, nowadays it's all about spontaneous stuff, right? You're trying to be famous. Everybody's trying to put up that next video that makes them viral, right? I'm not. I'm just trying to make you love pool, man. And I'm just hoping that I get the opportunities along the way to make a difference, and that somehow, through all the turmoil, that at the end of the line, I find the happiness for my family, the life that they deserve. And all right, so now that the confusion is all settled down and everything, we're into a real match now. At 67 to 55, it's a pretty close match as well. I'm telling you, this ladies' match on the right is the one we got to watch. It's going to be the difference. If it's a 10 to 7 win, no difference at all. 3 points. It's not going to make a difference at all in this match. But if it's anything like a 10-5, a 10-4, a 10-3, a 10-2, a 10-0, a 10-1, that's huge. That changes the momentum of this match completely. So a lot on the line for these ladies. They're looking at this as just a game, not understanding that this game is probably the most important game of this match right now. The next important match that matters in this game is when the two masters meet. One of the masters at the table right now with Terry Bolio from Evenflow. And I'm trying to figure out who the master is on this other team. I'm not sure if any of them are a master. I know Jim McKenzie. I'd have to check his stats. I don't think Tim Bone is a master, so maybe Rolando. And if not, if they don't have a master, then it comes down to their top player, which any one of these three guys could be considered one of the top players if they don't have a master on the team right now. So, like, technically every match against Terry matters too, because if he's the only master on both teams, he's the guy they got to crack. And he's been having a pretty good outing so far. He's always a good player, man. just so you understand a little bit more about the political side of things. So I love pool. I try to promote it as best as I can. I support every organization. I have no hate against anybody, nor do I have any conflicts of interest with anyone, even if they have that with me. I've always been a neutral person. I don't care about politics. I got involved in snooker a couple of years ago, and it became a crazy thing between Snooker Canada, CBSA, every other organization out there. It was all political. It was very nasty. It never got anything anywhere, and if anything, it just created more obstructions into the growth of the game. It just wasn't good. 10-6, right? 10-6. That puts them at 61. So it'd be 77-61, a close match here still. So like I do different formats all the time. This week we're doing VNEA because it's point system, right? So it's VNEA. Last week I had the Wally McLean Memorial, and that was an important event. It was also a BCA event with BCA format. I shared that BCA format and event onto the stream because I know that BCA players want to follow the rules and want to watch competition with their rules. So I did that because I know that they don't put anything on there outside of their main events. So I shared that with them in an effort to be able to get more people to watch BCA rules, to show these guys that understand their system well, and to see that I'm trying to represent them as good as I can with their rules. They never approved it, they never put it on there. Why? Because it wasn't their organization, it wasn't their event, it wasn't the streamer that they hire for their events. I don't even know if they do. So they just said, no, sorry, no, we're not doing it. That is the reason why pool never gets anywhere. Because you have a chance to be able to help people to grow it while you're helping yourself, but you can't recognize that because your ego is more important than what's being done in front of you. You can't recognize what's in front of you because you are more important than what you're trying to do. Never a good thing. I'm not saying BCA is like that, but that page was like that. It's the only one that I was able to go on. And it just shows me like I'm never going to share anything there again because I know it's never going to get approved. Now what happens is they lose out on an opportunity to be able to see the format of how I do things, how they can improve their stream. If for whoever they hire, they lose out a way of learning how to see how I set up things for split screen like this, for example. They just don't get that exposure. So instead of them actually getting ahead a little bit further, making the organization a little bit better just by watching some of the stuff that I do and learning through the experience that I put into this work that I do, they lose out on that. And like I say, like it's so political that it hurts the game. If you're out there and you're playing into any league, and this is to every one of you out there, if you're playing in any league, don't marry the league, marry the game. Please, don't marry the league. The league is always going to be there. They all start off with the same way, but at some point it becomes political, no matter what, because everybody's territorial. You start off with the same journey, and I'm telling you this right now because I know it for a fact. You start off to try to make a difference because you love pool. You create organizations to be able to make that difference, to create an atmosphere for people to compete and grow and to make a difference in the game. That's the way it always starts. At some point, we get into the money. And then you get a taste of it. And at that point, everything changes. Because now, like, you're still doing it for the right reasons, but you're now influenced by the money that you can make. Your perspective changes. You start protecting your players. You don't want to lose them to other leagues. You don't want them to support other organizations. You try to keep them as close as you can to you, and to the point where you're trying to cross over tournaments to make the other person fail. You're doing your best to absolutely destroy the other organization because you are not comfortable or confident in the work that you do, and you feel like you have to impede on the progress of somebody else. That is not good for pool. I always tell people, do not marry the league, marry the game. It's the game that we play while we're out there playing in league. We don't go to play league because we just said, you know what, I just want to play league. You play league because that's how you get the experience to be able to compete. That also gives you the opportunity to be able to grow in a comfortable area where you can slowly develop that skill to become the competitive player that you will be one day. When you get to that point, a good chance is that you're probably not going to be as focused on league no more. You're likely going to be going out there to play tournaments on the road all the time because that's really where the money is at. In the league, there is money, don't get me wrong, but you're not making the luxurious money that you would make if you go out there and hit the road and play in big events with lots of money added, organization free, right? Because those are usually people that are just trying to make a difference. They're getting sponsors to make big payouts. They're doing everything for the right reasons, and they're not worried about like who supports their event and who's supporting what other event. They're just happy to be there to be able to contribute to the difference making. Marry the game, not the organizations, not the leagues, please, including me and including any other streamers out there. We're just people that love pool. Don't let us influence you away from the passion that you love, but just understand that things like this have to be spoken about because this world in pool is very competitive, very ugly. And the reason why is because it's an individual sport. We learn it that way. You've been taught to learn how to be your best, and now you get mixed up with teams. But you started off learning how to be your best, so it's individual. You have a sense of ego right from the very beginning that you start playing pool. That carries on. Okay, it always does. And a lot of times people won't make it very far because of it. Just like I tell you, don't marry anything outside of the game. I mean, you can marry your wife, of course, husband. I'm not telling you to get divorced now. But when it comes to anything, not just pool, never, ever, ever marry the organization that gets you going or that you switch to. Everybody's going to offer you a nice piece of the pie all the time. They're all going to promise you the world, but you should know better. You didn't start for that. You came into this game and sport, whatever game and sport you play, because you truly love what you're doing in that event or that sport or that whatever it is that your passion's about. Never stay away from that. Always stay true to your passion. Follow your heart. Do things for the right reason. Support everyone wherever you can. No matter how much those people talk, if they try to hate on other people, just understand those are not good people. They're not people that are trying to make a difference. They're trying to bury the people that make the difference. And that is a bad thing because we got lots of people out there doing that. We don't have enough people out here trying to make a difference. 10-5 on that one for Dion. I'm not being political. Just understand that I know politics really well. It is not my intention to change the world through politics because it's an ugly world. But it is my intention to help people understand what's important in life. And when you play any sport, it doesn't matter, pool, volleyball, whatever it is that you do, man, you found something that made you happy. You found something that gave you a chance of doing more in life that you enjoy every day. Don't forget why you're there. Organizations, leagues, organizers, haters, they all do the same thing. They try to deteriorate the good things in life because they're trying to get some of that, but they're not doing it for the right reasons. So it never really does anything good for anyone. It just destroys something good that's being built by the people that are truly trying to make a difference. And when you give into that mentality, like, oh, I only play VNEA, I'm never playing BCA. No, because we'll say Johnny. I always use the name Johnny. That's the name that comes to my mind. Johnny said that if you support VNEA, then BCA is going to be destructed and we'll never have good things in pool. Johnny just wants to make sure that his organization doesn't crash. He's now understood that he can make money from this, and he understands that his family's surviving on his efforts now because they finally see an opportunity to be able to make money. Him holding on to that income has now become the only thing that he has left because he's fully invested into his passion. That's all he knows. It's the only way he can make money because he's happy where he's at. And he'll do anything in his power to hold on to that because that's important to them. Okay, that's the reality of pool. Don't be influenced by that, please. Always remember that the game comes first. That supporting everybody in the pool world that are trying to make a difference is the biggest and most important thing that any player can do single-handedly to support the game. Live with your heart on your sleeve, follow your passion, and never forget why you got into the game in the first place. All right, so we got 82 to 71, a 12-point difference between these guys. I'm going to go do the crackdown on this CompuSport. Cracking things down now. I'm getting violent, man. Talking about all the politics. Somebody stop me. Okay, I got it. I'm done, man. You don't have to slap me around. Jesus. Did I tell you I'm a playful soul? And passionate, if you haven't got that already. All right, so where's the score, man? Oh, there it is. So 82 to 71 is what they got. I'm on the ball somehow. I managed to find a way to talk about everything I love, trying to guide people into the right direction, trying to save people at Christmas time when it's not even there yet, trying to make a difference without even being at that around that point, and kept track of the score, man. That's a nice effort. I know I deserve something. I'm gonna give it to myself. And a kiss from my mama. My mama loves me. She doesn't kiss like that. It's the only joke I got, man. I know, and I'm not funny all the time, but you know, if you guys don't want to laugh, I got people that back me up. I had to pay those guys $10 each just to laugh, so that was expensive, but worth every laugh. Mr. Timothy Bone on table one, trying to keep it conservative against Leon Houle Sr. from Team Evenflow. Bit of a mess up there still. The 10 and the 2 are tied up. No out yet. Mr. Jim McKenzie playing right now on table number 2. I'm not exactly sure who he's playing against. But it looks to me like he's playing against John North. He's holding on to his cue. And they're in a really tough table here. Nothing wide open, man. Getting to that crunch point in this matchup right now, too. Basically, I think you need like 105 points to win. So right now, team number 1, Evenflow, for 105 points, we're looking at 23 points to win. And for Jimmy Snuka and the Superflies, they're currently down by 34 if they want to win. Anybody's game, though. Hey, what happened to my thing, man? Somehow, some way that disappeared. Let me bring that up. We are on the A-side second round, so let's make it official. Looks like he's kind of figured this out now. He's got one more big shot to come up with, and he's trying to work it out here on table 1. Is he going for the kick shot, or is he going for off the rail, off the 2 into the pocket? That's what it's going to be all about here, the decision on those 2 shots. I don't think he's in an angle here where he can do the kick shot from the backside without scratching. So I'm assuming that he's going to go into the rail off to the 2 first, or off the rail first and then to the 2 after. That's what I'm assuming. We'll see. Yeah, that's what he was trying to do. It was about, I don't know, I would say like a maybe 5% chance, and even that might be too high. I would actually put that more like a 2% chance just because of the angles and the way the balls were set up. Very, very hard to get that perfect angle for the bounce off. But he didn't really have much option there. He had to do something, took a stab at it, and he'll just have to live with the fact that it didn't work out. Timothy Bone with a chance here. 2 balls remaining. He's going to make that 2 ball. He's going to get the pushover on the 8 ball for the side pocket. A perfect time for this one because they're trailing. That's going to be a 10-6. That should make the score 88-81. 50-50 tickets are still going if you want to get in on the action. I got in the action. Not sure, like, I'm in a situation where I kind of need money right now, but if I win this money, I'm really trying to help make a difference for Christmas. So I might, like, if I get lucky enough to win this 50-50, I might just donate it back towards somebody's good Christmas this year. God will create the opportunities for me to be able to get ahead in life. I just got to keep trying to do the right things every chance I get, and then the rewards will come because good people usually get rewarded. It's been a long time in my life that I haven't been rewarded, but I can't believe anything outside of that. So that's why I continue to be a good human being. This is a tough table on table 2. I have no idea how you're going to get out here, man. He's looking at maybe a possibility of a cross bank, but there's nothing there for it. I know he can see enough to maybe cut this 13 ball, but it doesn't do anything for him either. There's no way for him to get around back up for the 9 ball, which is the only ball he's got left if he has the stripes. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot he can do there. Just trying to create something, a bit of a second chance. And it's not bad. He hasn't really given away the table. John North will come to the table and try to figure it out. Limited options. These two racks coming up here could be the difference maker in this match, depending on who wins it. If they split, we go 2 more. If one team wins both, we're at a point of where they can maybe win this match. Safine on YouTube says, was up in OCN a few years back, and boys and girls can all shoot. Oh yeah, man. I'm telling you right now, like when it comes to things like pool, any First Nation community, there's so much gold. There's so many good players out there, and a lot of these players are hidden gems because they don't really play outside of their reserve or their community, so they don't get that exposure that they should get, and they're just natural talents, man. I mean, there's so many like world champions being raised in a lot of these communities without anybody knowing that they're the world champions, right? We see it all the time with all these good players, you know, and I can go off start name people, but if you're from Manitoba, like I guarantee you can think in the top of your head, wrap the heart, one person that you know that's from a First Nation community that's an incredible player that usually wins all the time. And their structure, their compete is incredible because they live in an atmosphere where they're not too supported. The world around them doesn't understand who they are as their culture. So they really embrace the things that they're able to be successful at. And I'm telling you, man, like so much talent, First Nation communities all across Canada. So much talent. Sometimes I lose a crowd. Like I'm seeing right now on Facebook, there's only like 16 people watching. Uh, YouTube probably went down too. Because people don't like to talk about life. It's always depressing. So when you talk about life, and if you don't have perspectives that don't match their perspective, they usually just don't want to listen. I understand. I'm sorry about that. I live life with passion. It's always the way that I'm gonna be, and it's just that time of year, you know. They didn't try to like make your day boring or deviate from pool because everybody wants to watch and have fun. I know that's what we're here for. My wife reminds me all the time, we're here to watch pool. You know, it's not the Rod show, it's not the life show, it's not the world show. People can go to church, all that kind of stuff. But I can't help my nature, man. I want to make a difference however I can. And trust me, it's never the Rod show. It's always been about pool. Oh, I thought there might have been another mix up there, but there's no mix up. They're at that point now. That rack on the second table was so important. 98 to 86 is the score right now. And I'm not sure if this is the last rack or not. I got to look at the score sheet. We are in the fourth round. 16-game format. So it's the last round. 2 games in play right now. Rolando playing against Erica Flett on table 1. Dion Walls playing against Leon Houle Sr. on table 2. This could be over though. $105 required, I believe, to win. Possible 108 here with a win from Ebb and Flow. Action resumes tomorrow in the morning. It's either going to be action starting right at 10 in the morning if they don't finish the matches like they have scheduled for tonight. If they get ahead of the game by any chance, then the matches won't start till 11:30 tomorrow. You'll have live coverage for that though. Championship day. $50-50 still going. We've been fortunate to have all the A-side matches here so far, and I believe that's just the way it's going to keep going tonight. I enjoy that because you get to see the best competition. These are all the teams that are undefeated, right? So it's the best spot. Orlando trying to work it out for his team right now. Leon trying to get over the line here on table 2 for his team. They're at 98 right now. Match could be decided here on these 2 tables. There's still 2 games in hand though, so it could still go to the last games. But at the moment, these 2 tables could change the game and finish it. Good job, man. Edmund Flow's finest surviving in the quarterfinal round. They came into a match 50 points down and they found a way to survive. Evan Flow number 2, or Evan Flow itself, on this matchup is trying to overcome that spot too to get into that semifinal round. Good shooting, guys. Congratulations, man. Leon Houle Sr. from Evan Flow on table 2, working his magic. Got a nice little finish here if he can get through these shots. Oh, but he's going to miss that one to the corner. This is Erica Flett on table number 1 right now from Evan Flow. Chance to be able to make a difference here for her team. Trying to work it out. Not many options though. She's got to play smart. Did you guys win, Marty? Oh yeah. Survival now. Oh yeah. Oh, just missed a shot into the corner on table 1. It was so close. And this is the chance here for Evan Flow to be able to close out now, I believe. Trying to rebarnish the shaft here for this cue that I'm trying to give away tomorrow to the juniors. Forgot that I had these tools to do that, so I'm just trying to get it done while I'm watching this match here. Now they get a tip sheet for tomorrow. I figure out how to get this thing cleaned up. It's just a used cue that I bought for my kids, but my kids aren't picking up the game like I wanted them to. And I just want to have somebody have a chance to be able to become a good player. So that's why I'm giving away this cue. It looks a little rough right now. I gotta try to clean it all up for them. Might take this to the room tonight and try to work on that. Erica's still at the table trying to finish this table. Evan Flo with 2 players at the moment and positions to be able to win the match. Win the match. Oh, there's a missed shot though. It's a turnover. Golden chance for Jimmy Schnicke and the Superflies to get back into the match. I'm surprised I got that name on there, man. I'm really impressed with that. A good shot made on table 2. This is Neon Walls at the table 2, from Jimmy Snooker and the Superflies. Erica is gonna scratch and lose the ball on table 1. Jimmy Snooker and his team a chance to be able to get back in this match, maybe take the lead here. Just the 8 ball remaining on table 2 to get that going. Just have to make the shot. It's a long shot. There's people walking by. She understands the importance. She's trying to be focused here. And a really good job on delivering that one. A 10-5 score on that table. I have 103.96. Looks like they won that game over there with a 10-1 score. I have 104-106. They have 104-106. I believe that was the match. No. Oh, no, there's still 2 racks left. Okay, yeah, there's still 2 racks left. So this match is not over yet. 104-106, 2-point difference. Last matches are Timothy Bone from Jimmy Schnucka against John North from Evanflow. Jim McKenzie from Jimmy Snucka against Master Terry Bolio. That's a table 1 matchup. It's for all the marbles now. Gray SUV. Alarm's going off in the parking lot. Go check it out, man. Rack on the left is in action. A successful break from Terry Bolio, not just because he made a ball, but because he got a really good spread here. This is the rack that can finish this match now. He just has to get the finish. Good shot to the corner from Terry Bolio. He's got the setup on the 10 with angles available here to get onto the 14. I'm assuming that's what he's going to try to do is get onto the 14. He's actually a little bit unhappy with it, but he's got lots of room, lots of queuing room, lots of space for him to be able to manipulate the cue ball here. The cue ball here. He just has to work it out. He's going to go past his 14. Always going to bump into it. It didn't change the table in a bad way, so he's good. He should be out now. Just needs to set up from the 12 to the 14, 14 to the 11, and the 8 balls there. He's a little bit offline, but it shouldn't be a problem for him to be able to get set up here for the 14. He's looking at the 11 ball as an option instead. It doesn't matter which way you go. He's got the out here. He just has to make sure that he gets to finish. He is the master level player on his team. So obviously he's got the experience and the knowledge to be able to get over this line on this rack. Having a nice break like he just did there definitely gave him this chance to be able to help his team get through. Margin of error into effect here. Made the shot though. He's perfect. He just has to get set up for the 8 ball now. Makes the shot to the corner or to the side, and he's got the 8 ball left. Cue ball will run to the rail, so it kind of takes a little bit away from the shot, but it shouldn't bother. He should be able to make this 8 ball. I'm assuming that he doesn't have a problem with the horn of the pocket. Yeah, he was good all day long on that one, man. 10-2, 1, 2, 3, 0. 114, 106. The best case scenario on this table is a 10-0 win the other way to make it 116 to 114. Everything on this last table. A possible 10 points to make it at 16. So what that means is that John needs 3 balls to win the match right now on table 2. And he's solids. He's got 2 balls left, so that match should be over now. But they're probably going to play it out of courtesy. I believe the match is over, though. It should be Ebb and Flow that won this match. They have a score of 106 to 114, just like I do, for Ebb and Flow. I don't think the players are aware that this match is over yet. Tim will take that ball in hand opportunity. This is good for him regardless. You want to get some sort of momentum going, so it's not a bad thing for him to get going on this rack. It doesn't matter though, because the score's over. With Ebb and Flow having 5 points on the table or 5 points down, that puts him at 119. The most that Jimmy Snooker can get here is 116, so it's over. And we're going to have a matchup right away. While these guys are doing that, I already know who won the match. We'll keep the clock going, I guess, because they're still playing. I'm going to find out what the next match is. All right, so it is my understanding that the matches have now been stopped. They were going to try to keep pushing them through tonight to make the matches start later tomorrow and to have less teams here for tomorrow. But I believe that like all the matches that are in play are the B-side matches now. The A-side matches will continue tomorrow on Championship Day. This is the last match for the night. I don't have any other matches for you guys. So I apologize that this is the way it went. It was a bit of a weird match to start with. A lot of things going on between with the mishaps with the scores, everything else on the side. There's just a lot going on, and of course, me and my passion for life getting in the way of the commentary too. So I apologize for not being able to be as professional as I usually want to be when I'm doing my work. It's the way it worked out. I was really expecting to have a bit of a redemption opportunity with another match, but that's not the way it's going to happen. I will be back tomorrow morning for 10 o'clock for the matches. And the only thing is that I got to go do my blood work. So I'm going to do that before, not after, because they're only open till 6. So if I don't start right on time, it's going to be because, I'm getting my blood work done. And that's at the mercy of the people at the hospital. So I was a 10 to 5 market just to be, to make it honest here. 119, 116. A 3-point difference in the end. They could never win that match, but they put every point up like good battlers are, and well, they got there. So the matches will resume tomorrow morning. I'm gonna be here for that, and congratulations, man. Good job. We'll stop the clock now. I think I already did. 1 hour and 32 minutes into this match. It was a good match. Tomorrow we should be expecting roughly around the same amount of time for almost every match because it's championship day. Usually on the A side, they'll still be a little bit more aggressive because everybody's feeling confident. But the B side matches always slow down because it's elimination matches, right? So usually everything slows down there. I want to give a shout out here to the organizers for a good job on getting everything going today, being on schedule and doing their best to get through all the moments, which they've done a great job at. To the players that played in this match, you guys did an awesome job. You got it down to the very last rack. It was so good, man. Nice competition, guys. To the viewers that tuned in and watch all the time, even through all the stuff that I talk about that sometimes has nothing to do with pool, but it has everything to do with making a difference. I appreciate you. Those of you that never walked away when that was going on, decided to stick it out because you know that I'm a good human being, you deserve something special. Those of you that left that, didn't listen because you weren't patient. Bad, man. Game over. Other than that, shout out to everybody for having a successful event here and doing their best throughout day 2 of the event, day 1 of the team event. It's been a good time. Lots of good matches, lots of competition still going around, so people are still here. There's lots of pool going on. I wish I had my cues, man. It's going to be awesome tomorrow, I promise you. It's championship day. Lots of good action coming your way. We're going to have all A-side matches tomorrow. It should be the A-side semis, the A-side final, the B-side semis, the B-side final, and then the golden match, the championship match. And I can't remember what the payouts. Let me see. These are guaranteed payouts. It is 3,000 plus trophy for first place, 2,000 for second, 3,000 for third, and 500 for fourth. All right. Before I go, though, I'm going to give you guys a little insight here on a few things, but we're going to start off with the highlights of the year from last year. Oh, I get to pick. I don't want to look. I don't want to pick it because what if it's my number? I'm involved. Yeah. I got a charity thing going here. I don't want to be rigged. They're doing the draw right now. I got to listen for the numbers. Anything 560 to 579 is me. Nope, not me. Congratulations. Whoever won. I believe you won a few $100 here from the 50-50. Just missed it. Oh, man. Yeah, just a little bit tall, you would have had it. Who won it? Who won it? Was it Edgar McKinney? Edgar McKinney wins the 50-50? No, he's not him. Rolling Ironman? No, wasn't him. Terry Daniels? Terry Daniels, congratulations. He wins the 50-50. Good job, man. Congratulations to you. Let's give him a nice applause. All right, and you know, like, there's not many ways that I can get out, so we're just gonna do it the way that I want to do it. Here's the highlight from last year's event, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's about a minute and something. I'm gonna do my outro that I usually do. Here it is. Oh, he's gonna make the shot. He's gonna push the 6-ball over to the right, which might give him a follow-up with the 6-ball. That was a good shot. Oh, he's gonna make another nice shot. Goes for the bank. She's gonna make it. What a shot. Nice shot. Oh, what a shot. Boom. Especially with the race getting a little closer. Is she gonna make it to the pocket? Oh, just made it. He's gonna make a beautiful shot. Good job, buddy. Oh, and he's gonna make the shot. Oh, what a shot. Hugh Slinger's 46, first to go 73, start of the third. Thank you, Angie. Good shot, kid. Made a nice shot there. Oh, and a big shot. Yeah, it was a really nice event last year. Lots of great highlights, man. Awesome time for sure. This year's been incredible too. Lots of great competition, some incredible highlights all throughout the day today. It's just an awesome, awesome thing. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. You get a chance to watch Championship Day, the best of the best, the beast of the beast, if you will. They'll be here tomorrow doing their thing, man. There's lots of things going on tomorrow. You're going to see some action. Yeah, it's gonna be some bouts, man. It's gonna be some bouts, big bouts, and yeah, it's gonna be amazing. You're gonna have some moments where people are gonna get into this. It happens, and there's gonna be a little bit of everything, man. Like, we're gonna have a little bit of everything. What else do I got here for you guys? Yeah, we're gonna have sharks. We're gonna have the beast come out, because there's always a beast that comes out. They always come out to play. Especially on Championship Day. We're going to have me in a good mood. That's me. Not really, but that's how I feel. And we'll have some weird moments like this one.
I'm in danger.
We're going to combine that with a little bit of this. It's just going to be the way it's going to be tomorrow, man. There's got to be winners and losers, right? Otherwise, it wouldn't be pool. All right, so that's it for now. Let's give it a shutdown. I'll go to the one table look, because I like the one table look. All right, all right, all right. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking and watching the stream. Those of you guys that did, if you didn't, you know, it's okay. You can always do that stuff tomorrow. But those of you that tuned in and watched today, awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the stream. Thank you for your patience with me and my personal stuff. I try not to do it all the time, but I do happen to do it a lot lately. My life is, I'm just centered into it right now, going through a lot of stuff. Happy to be here, though. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys supporting me by the stream, by liking the stream, sharing the stream, subscribing to the YouTube channel, all those things. Honestly, without you guys, I am nobody. And I promise that tomorrow I will bring the thunder. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. And, well, you know, don't forget John Travolta's watching. Wondering what's going on, why there's no other matches. I know. I'm doing it too, man. We're on the same boat, bro. I get it, man. We were expecting more. It happens. It's all good. All right, and that's going to be it for now. So let's go down here. If you want to support my work, you can do so via PayPal or e-transfer, cslmanitoba@gmail.com. If you want me to come out and cover an event in your area, doesn't matter where it is, anywhere in the world, I got a passport, man. I got to use it somehow. Let me know how I can support your event and make a difference for your organization. cslmanitoba@gmail.com. That's how you find me. Send me a poster of your event if you want me to support you. I'll support you, no problem. Even if you're not hiring me, man. I just want to help you like you help me. And speaking of which, don't forget, you can follow me on YouTube by subscribing to my YouTube channel at Arriagada/CSL Manitoba. You can follow me on Facebook by finding me under Rod Arriagada space Q Sports Live space Manitoba. So Q Sports Live in one word. That's how you can find me or follow me. And you can follow me around outside of social media, but it's kind of creepy, so please don't. I got kids. They follow me enough, man. I don't need other people following me. It's kind of weird. I don't know why you're always following me, man. Anyways, I'm just kidding. You know, I'm a playful soul. All right, so we'll go to the last highlight, and then I don't think it was much, but it might have been from the singles still, because I don't think I got anything on this team event for highlights. But I'll do the last highlight. I'll go to the pool wisdom. I'll go to the outro, and we'll interact for the last few minutes before I call it a night. Thank you to everybody that tuned in, though. I'm going to start off with that. It was that shot from the singles earlier. It was such a great shot. It looked at that point like Lisa was going to dominate that match. It ended up becoming a second set. The more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in battle. The information is always the same. The point is always the same. But how I produce it is what helps you understand more about it. The more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in battle is a way of me to tell you that, like, you have to put sacrifices out there to become great. You can't just wake up, watch some YouTube videos, and just be amazing. It's never going to be like that. You have to actually watch the video, go to the table, watch the video while you're on the table, doing exactly the way these guys did it so you can learn. Very difficult way to do it. If you're a very smart person, probably not. If you have a little bit of limited abilities to be able to learn quicker, that's probably the hardest way to go. Easiest way to learn for someone like that would be to find somebody that knows how to do it so they can explain the situation, how the feel is, how the approach is, all that stuff. So you have the right perspectives in order to be successful at what you're trying to learn. Figure out what it is in your game that you got to work on. And the only way to do that is by being honest with yourself. Don't rack the balls and just shoot balls. Find what's wrong with your game. Figure out why it is that you don't know what you're doing, and then find the help to learn it or learn it on your own. But the only way to become the champion within is by breaking the barriers that hold you back, which is not trying to improve the right way, and getting into the territory that makes a difference, learning everything that you need to improve on, and focusing on that. The more you learn about what you don't know, the less you'll bleed in battle, the more you'll become the champion within. It's a process, and it always starts with you, man. I wish you nothing but the best. I'm looking forward to seeing you get there. I'm looking forward to watching on the stream, doing what you love, and doing it the way that you know you want to do it, the best way ever. We're not going to come back into the stream because this is the last stream of the night, and I got to get some rest anyway for tomorrow morning. So it's going to work out okay. I didn't have a ride back to the hotel. I got one waiting for me, so I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to be leaving right away. I want to say thank you once again to everybody that tuned in. honestly, without your support, like I always say, I'm nobody. I'm just a guy with a mic, a crazy guy with a mic that loves life. You give me an escape in my realities, and you help me to do more in life by being the people that support me at everything that I do. And I'm saying that because at a moment now when I was feeling ill and dealing with my difficulties in life with health, you guys showed me how much more I mean to you, and I can never forget that. You guys are special in my heart. You always will be. Every single person that ever supports me, just know I have your back, man. Let me know how I can help you, and I'll do whatever I can. I promise. Just don't ask me for money because I'm not rich. But if I have $20 and you need that $20, man, it's yours. As long as my kids don't need nothing, it's yours. I promise. All right, so let's go to the outro. This is my favorite part where I get to interact with the people before I go. There's probably no comments, man. But if there is, this is your time to shine, baby. All right, let's see. I got Mr. Robert Griffith says, I'm on YouTube. Right on, Robert Griffith. Always a great supporter, man. I truly appreciate it, for real. Tim Yinger, welcome. He says, great job as always, Rod. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will see you guys tomorrow at the tables here. It's going to be a good time for sure. And Facebook is quiet. There's only 5 people on there. No patience, I tell you. It's okay. We appreciate it, man. I know life is hard and you don't understand it, and maybe you don't want to hear a way to get out. It's okay. Those of you that took the lessons from life today, just know they're legitimate, man. I'm really trying to help you to find a good way and mentality when it comes to living life. So I hope that you found the advice. I hope that everything is something that might help make a difference in your life. If not, I give it a shot, man. Either way, it's been a great time. Thank you for everybody that tuned in, everybody that supported the stream today, all those that subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm trying to get to 2,000. I appreciate it. Without you, I don't get anywhere. So thank you. Everybody else, I love you as always, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a great day of pool, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Time for me to hit a high note and get out of here, man. And we're going to do it like as if I need to go to the bar with a little bit of a dee, 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 dee. Here it comes. It was short-lived, but it was sweet. Anyways, that's it for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Day 3, Championship Day of the 10th Annual Swan Lake First Nation 8-ball Tournament. A great, great day of pool promises ahead for tomorrow, and I'm going to be here to help you guys enjoy it. We'll see you then. Have a good night, everyone. Cheers.